Very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. Let us see in the previous class actually we completed related to magnetic induction on the axial line. Now on the axial line we'll do the problems. See, on the basis of magnetic induction on the axial line, the problems are there, as well as on the basis of Coulomb inverse square also we have some problems. So that we'll do that problems, then after we'll see. Let us open the page number 239, page number. There is a one question is there which was given in the year of 2013 May. Question number is 2, page number is 239, right? So read the question. The force between two magnetic poles separated by distance is d in air. See, magnetic poles is given as distance is given d, in air is given, there is a force is acting, right? Say F1 is equal to F given, and what distance between them does the force becomes double? See, if the distance is changes, at what distance, right, then the force is becomes double, that we don't know. So that here there is a formula, F is equal to mu naught by 4 pi m by d square, right? I mean to say m1 m2, right? So we can say F inversely proportional to d square because only related to distance, no? So you write here F1 by F2 is equal to d2 square by d1 whole square. Of course F1 is given as F, F2 is 2F, is asking d2. So F by 2F, d2 will be, is asking, d1 is given as, it is about a d. Clear? Yeah, it is given as d, it is whole square. So this is cancelled. Now squaring on both sides, 1 by 4 is equal to d2 by d, then d2 is equal to d by 4. If distance is of initial distance, if it is by 4, therefore then we'll get the force is doubled. Force is doubled. We can say the conclusion related to this. Clear? Yeah, you go through this because which was given in the year of 2013. Yeah, come to the point is, there is a, on the basis of this magnetic field induction, there is another problem is given. Look at in the page number 236, question number 8. Same basis. Yes. Page number 236, question number is 8. See the question. The earth magnetic field at the equator is approximately, earth magnetic field 0.4 Gauss is given. Estimate the earth dipole moment. Dipole moment is asking, dipole moment. So that is asking what now? M. Dipole moment, right? Come to the point is, BH is equal to, we know, there will be a formula is, BH is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into, actually this is related to m by r cube. Dipole moment is asking, right? It is related to equatorial actually. Okay, no problem, we'll do in the next class, equatorial line. So that capital M is asking, but it is given in Gauss, no? But 1 Tesla is equal to 10 power 4 Gauss, no? Into 10 power 4 it is. Gauss becomes, it is becomes what happens? It is given as 1 Tesla is equal to 10 power 4 Gauss, no? But we need to convert Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. So we should take into the Tesla. It is related to equatorial plane. This is the equatorial plane formula. So I'll tell you the derivation in the next class. Unfortunately, the question was, so here we are doing this, no problem. Mu naught is nothing but a 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 by 4 pi. Capital M is asking, R is given, the distance is given, actually is asking only distance, I think so. Okay, you take a radius of the earth is approximately 6064 into 10 power or otherwise 6.4 into 10 power 6 meters it is. Okay, Directly you take 6.4 into 10 power 6 whole cube. Here B equatorial is given, that is 0.4 into 10 power minus 4 is equal to 4 pi. 4 pi is cancelled. 10 power minus 7 capital M by 6.4 whole cube into 10 power 18 it is. Better you cancel this. Therefore capital M is asking no. Capital M dipole moment 0.4 into this is maybe 6.4 whole cube into 10 power 18 by, see 10 power minus 4 and 10 power minus 7 is cancelled, no, we'll get the 10 power minus 3. So approximately dipole moment will be 1.05 into, it is 10 power 23 ampere meter square it is. So this is related to equatorial, that's what it is. See, unfortunately we did this, no problem, that equatorial derivation I'll tell you in the next class. Clear? You go through this. Right, there is a axial line related problem is given, one question. You look into the question, question number 4, page number 234. 234, this is related to axial line. So the question related to axial line. 234 page number, question number is 4. Yeah. What is the magnitude of equatorial and axial field due to a bar magnet of length? So there will be a length is given, bar magnet of length is given as 5 centimeter and distance is 50. See, length is 2L is equal to 5 centimeter is given, and distance is given, that is x is equal to, you say 50 centimeter, that is 50 into 10 power minus 2 meter, therefore 0.5 meter it is. From the midpoint, the magnetic moment of the bar magnet capital M is given 0.40 ampere meter square. Is asking axial. So we know axial is nothing but a mu naught by 4 pi into 2 capital M by d cube or x cube. Just now we did, right? It is in the previous class we did this expression. So BA is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 by 4 pi into 2 into capital M. What will be the capital M? 0.40 by x cube, it is 0.5 whole cube. Of course, 4 pi is cancelled. B axial is equal to 10 power minus 4, 0.80 by 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5. Better you write axial is equal to 0.80 by 5 5s are 25, 25 y is 125 by 10 by 10 by 10. So 10 power minus 7 into 10 power 3. This will be cancelled. So B axial is equal to, if you simplify this, we may get the approximately answer is, so the roughly will get 6.4 into 10 power minus 7 Tesla. So this is about on the axial line. If same situation, if he is asking on the equatorial plane, yes, you take equatorial plane, just now I told you, no, equatorial is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into m by d cube. I will give you the derivation also, no problem. Suppose you do the same, just you take a divided by this 2, because only m is there, but here is the 2 is there, no, that's what. If you want to get a B equatorial, then you divide by this by 2, then we'll get the on the equatorial plane also. Clear? So it is about axial and equatorial plane. Right. I want to say other problems from our material. See, of course, some other questions are from moving charge and magnetism. In this given, that questions are given in this. So I'll tell you that questions, because we should know these questions are from moving charge and magnetism, but these questions are given in the magnetism and matter. So page number 241, question number is 6. I'll read the question. This is pure related to moving charge and magnetism question. If capital B is the magnetic field produced at a center of a circular coil of 1 turn of a length L carrying a current is I. 1 turn is given, we know about a circular coil which carrying a current is 1 ampere. That is, you say B1 is equal to B, you take number of turns N1, you say 1. The current is carrying a coil is 1 ampere, right? And the radius is given as R1 is equal to R, you say. Then the number length we don't know, no? L is equal to circumference, no? 2 pi R1 N1, circumference of the circle it is. So that for the second, if the second one is given, number of turns are given. See second, it is, you say L1, and there will be a number of turns is L is equal to N2 into 2 pi R2 it is. So that here N2 given 10 and I2 is equal to, you say I, and R2 is equal to R. Now we know circular coil carrying a current is, it is B1 is equal to mu naught Ni by 2R. Are you remember this? For B1, and it is N1, current is I1, R1 you take. Same B2 is equal to mu naught N2 I2 by 2R2. Clear? Now let us you take, instead of here R1 and R2, because we don't know the radius, no? R1 is equal to L1 by 2 pi, it is N1. And in the same way you get R2 also L2 by 2 pi N2. Fine. Now we know R1 and R2. Better you take this divide like B1 by B2. So similar terms are cancelled, mu naught 2 cancel. So what is left? N1 I1 by R1 into R2 by N2 I2. That's all it is. So you take N1 is 1. In case of N2 here is given as 10 turns. So first you write here N1 by N2 into I1 by I2. This is the final formula, R2 by R1. See 1 by 10 it is, of course currents are given, that is II only, no? So better II cancelled, it is given as 1 or II cancelled. R2 will be L2 by 2 pi N2 into, this is 2 pi N1 by L1, right? We say L. Instead of L1 and L2, LL take 2 pi cancel. So 1 by 10 into N1 by N2 again. So 1 by 10 into 1 by, it is N2 is 10. So this is B1 by B2 is equal to 1 by 100. So B2 is equal to 100 into B1. So what is B1 given here? B1 only B. So that here you say B2 is equal to 100B. So that if 10 turns contains, therefore the magnetic induction increases by 100 times. If magnetic induction increases by 100 times, that is, we can say if it is contains say 1 turn is equal to B, if 10 turns it is equal to increased by magnetic induction is 100 times it is, which we can say like this related to the question. Clear? And come to the point is. So let us, I want to say other problem on the same base. Say question number 7. Also related to same, there will be a issue is same. Yes, you take, it is also same problem. I'll read the question. Question number 7th. If the number of turns of a solenoid is doubled, keeping the other factor constant, how does the magnetic field at the axis of the solenoid is changes? Yes, you can also, that is a page number 241, question number 7. Yes, everyone do it that. Read question carefully. What is given? You are supposed to write given data. Given data you note it and use the formula, get the answer, because it is also circular coil, no? So solenoid coil, no? For a solenoid coil you take directly look at for a solenoid. Question number 7th. See, the magnetic field B1 is equal to B. It contains a number of turns is equal to N. current is given as I1 is equal to I2 is equal to I, you say, and N1 is NO, then N2 is equal to 2N in the question given. Radius are R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R. So, magnetic field produced by the first solenoid is, for first you write a solenoid is B1 is equal to mu naught, it is N1 I1 by 2 R1 it is. Like in the same way you take, same way B2 also, that is magnetic induction produced mu naught N2 I2 by 2 R2. Better you take again B1 by B2 it is. So similar terms are cancelled, 2 cancel, mu naught is cancelled. N1 I1 by R1 into R2 by N2 I2. Of course, currents are equal, no? So that better you cancel, remaining N1 by N2 into R2 by R1. Yes, R also cancel because similar, no, again. Yes, you similar terms are will be cancelled. What is left now? B1 by B2 is equal to N by 2N. So B2 is equal to 2 into B1. So this is the way to do the problems. These two problems are related to actually moving charge and magnetism questions only. Like in the problems also given from the same chapter, from same questions, which is related to the moving charge and magnetism only. Problems, page number 245. Page number 245, question number 1. See, these all related to moving charge and magnetism. These questions are given in this chapter. That's what we need to do this. Page number 245, question number is 1. Here is asking, what is the torque acting on a plain coil N turns carrying a current of I and having area A when placed in the constant magnetic field? See, when current carrying a coil which is placed in the uniform magnetic field. See that, or you remember this diagram, north to south. Yes, which provide the magnetic field like this. Perpendicular P, Q, R, S. Length and breadth is given. Clear? So that it is takes a turning effect, no? There will be a force is acting. The turns which are perpendicular, these are perpendicular, there will be a theta 90. Therefore, there will be a maximum force is act BIL sin theta, no? At this place theta 90, F is equal to, we can say, BIL. So the same question, but this question already there in the previous chapter. So torque is nothing but a force into perpendicular distance, of course. So there will be a perpendicular distance will be what? It is, we can say. So from this perpendicular distance already we know that is about a torque is equal to F into perpendicular distance is B sin theta. In the previous class, in the previous chapter, you check this, you will get the B sin theta. That's what you don't need to take directly, right? Force is equal to BIL into B sin theta. Of course, L into B is nothing but the area of the coil. Then torque is equal to BIA sin theta. If the coil contains n number of turns, suppose, then you take torque is equal to BIAN sin theta, which is normal, it is normal to the field. The plane of the coil making an angle theta is nothing but a cos theta. If the plane of the coil making normal, no, then we can say it is sin theta. Clear? So on the basis of this, there is a second question is given. See, second question, same page number. On the basis of same formula, because is given as a coil is 20 turns, as an area 800 mm square and carries a current of 0.5 ampere if it is placed in a magnetic field of intensity 0.3 Tesla with its plane parallel to the field with a torque that experiences. Clear? You take the same formula and use this. The given data first you write. Look at given data here. Number of turns is given 20. Area of the coil is given 800 mm square. So 800 into, right, 10 power minus 6 meter square it is. Current is 0.5 ampere. Tesla is given. and the plane of the coil parallel, no, that is we can say theta 90. Then he is asking torque. So we know BIAN sin theta. Yes, better you substitute these all values and get the answer. That's all. Yes, you substitute these all values here. B we know, I is we know, A is we know, N also we know, sin 90. Torque is equal to 0.3 into I is the 0.5, A is the 800 into 10 power minus 6, N is the 20 turns, sin 90. Clear? Now better tau is equal to 3 into 5 by 100 into 800 into 10 power minus 6 into 20 sin 91. These two zeros are cancelled. 3 5s are 15 into 8 into 2 into 10 power minus 6. So it is 30, no? 30 into 8 into 10 power minus 6. 8 3s are 24 into 10 power minus 6 Newton meter. This is the final answer. Of course, you go through this. So the page number 245. It is the answer will be like this. Clear? This is the question which related to what? These all questions are related to same moving charge and magnetism questions only. And other questions also is there, 246 page number. Once look at question number 3, question number 4, question number 5. Like these questions are also same related to the moving charge and magnetism only. I'll tell you in the next class these problems also. Suppose you want to do it also, no problem. Okay, so this is about a today's class on the basis of magnetic induction on the axial line and the magnetic field related direction and related to the problems. Clear? Thank you very much.